How do you feel about the abortion laws that's in place?
That vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, is doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's an execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born.
That is simply not true. You need to stop lying and spreading lies to people. That's not true. They're not executing any babies after the 9th month. You know, stop lying to people. And I'm tired of hearing all this pro-life. That means you're pro-Christian, you're a good Christian, or what have you. Or if you're pro-abortion, then you're not such a good Christian. People can't believe how you're going to be pro-abortion. Cut it out. It's simply lies. I'm a minister. I actually read my Bible. I love the Lord. If you go to 2 Samuel chapter 12, you read about the story of King David. King David slept with a lady by the name of Bathsheba. She was already married to one of his lead soldiers, Uriah. He slept with her. He impregnated her. He tried to cover up the pregnancy by sending his soldier out to battle to be killed, in which his soldier did go out to battle, was on the front line, and he was killed. Now, once that happened, the Lord sent the prophet to King David and told him that his child would be taken. King David did not want to, accept that. So he chose to do what he can, knowing that he had a close relationship with the Lord. He fasted all night. He cried out all night. The child was born from Bathsheba. Scripture says that the child was struck with illness and the child died. The Lord struck the child with illness and the child died. The judgment of what King David and Bathsheba did was on the child. The Lord judged, struck the child with illness after the child was born and the child died. So cut it out. I'm tired of hearing that. If somebody's pro-life, don't mean that just because that they're a Christian, because as you see in that story, the Lord had judgment on that child. And just because somebody's pro-abortion, that does not make them less Christian. You all are spreading lies. You need to stop. Get your facts straight. Have an open mind. Have an open heart. The Lord gives us scripture so we can read and learn. If somebody has been raped, somebody has had a child out of incest, the women have their right. They have their reproductive rights to make the decision to have a regulated and standard procedure abortion. No abortions after the 9th month. Even if you have a woman that's out there fornicating a lot and she is going to a clinic or hospital and having her child aborted, the development of the child aborted, that is her right. Stay out of their business.
America, we're not going back. 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 We're not